if you're part of any spiritual community, especially if you live in the West, you might find the spiritual community even more annoying and more frustrating than any other community that promises to be inclusive and understanding. Seems like there's a lot of demands. And I believe that there is a war, a war of ideas, a push, if you may. And if you're not aware, if you're not awake, the ideas that don't necessarily belong to you or may not be for the best interest of you and pretty much anyone else might be accepted by you. They might become part of you. And that's why, people that have been generally labeled throughout history as heretics, black sheep, conspiracy theorists, that's the new term right now. If you question anything, if you throw doubt on any specific ideology or way of being, especially if it's coming from higher up, the structural hierarchy that has been established, not just in the West, but pretty much everywhere, you tend to be labeled as a conspiracy theorist. People snub you. You'll find yourself being ostracized. People are gonna stop talking to you, and you'll pretty much find yourself alone. Which, welcome to the club. That's where us black sheep have been pretty much most of our lives. I was a black sheep back in the country that I originally came from, which is Saudi Arabia. I ended up leaving the religion. And because I left the religion after daring to question the religion, the punishment for me was, I don't know, I was disowned by my family, blacklisted by my country. And according to the religion that I come from, I am to be beheaded for daring to question it. So you might find spirituality has been infiltrated, just like politics have been infiltrated, just like education has been infiltrated. Pretty much everywhere, every level of hierarchy in society in much of the West has been infiltrated with, here comes the difficult part, what to label, what it has been infiltrated by. Generally, I would say wokeism. Wokeism is sort of a safe umbrella word that encompasses a lot of the strange ideologies that have become monstrous. Should you dare question them, or should you dare have an opinion that differs from them, you will find yourself being attacked in more ways than one. And it's playing out throughout many countries in the West, on the global stage, in front of us. Doesn't matter if you agree with it. It doesn't matter if you don't agree with it. It doesn't matter if you identify as woke, or if you hate the term woke, or if you don't, and you don't like the woke folk. It really, none of it matters, because it's all a tactic of division. I'm here to just highlight the fact that the spiritual community is no different, and it has been infiltrated by wokeism. I happen to be a yoga instructor, and I live in Canada. Canada, in case you don't know, is a leftist place. And generally, if you are not on the left, you're not going to be very much liked in society. Canada has been a leftist place for a very, very long time, longer than I've been here. So I guess I can't really challenge the way it is, even though I do like to raise awareness, because I'm not necessarily sure that labeling Canada as a leftist place means that Canada has arrived here at its own will. There seems to me a lot of ideological infiltration that has happened because people just tend to be nice and trusting of the news sources, of their educational system, of the structures that have been there. They just, I don't know, they've come to trust them and believe them and follow them. And I don't know if that's lack of awareness or if it's just being too naive. I really don't know. Not here to label anyone. But back to the spiritual community, in Canada specifically, has been heavily infiltrated with wokeism. You're going to find teachings that have been morphed and are being now presented through institutions that, they teach. They're out there teaching this stuff. They teach yogic practices, they teach Dharma talks, they teach spirituality, but it's actually not spirituality. It's spirituality infiltrated with strange things, strange concepts that didn't necessarily exist back in the early days of Buddhist teachings, Sanskrit teachings, when spirituality was becoming prominent and the teachings came to be about. They're not pure anymore. They're infiltrated with 21st century political correctness. And political correctness has no place in spirituality. That's what I'm here to expose. That's what I'm here to talk to you about. So if you want to hear more, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and until next talk, stay aware.